the following presentation of the National Football League.
Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw from 13 yards out. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, when he returned to form, boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Now Prescott faking it on the in around and looking to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. What an effort to get in there and drop it.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
6 yards.
So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for points now. They're starting to pile up, Charles, and their front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger, the punt on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. We'll call that a 44-yard punt, 2 on return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions and Jared Goff about ready to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down.
There's no rest in shut it down. Whenever I got your money up, believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's gone. He's got right on the short throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3. There's Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Odighizuwa coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Prescott off play action. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Fighting throw. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. They get set. out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we'll step aside.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
At the 38-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Finding Williams once more. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's into space past the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 6. Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. Up come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Cowboys first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy
Normally on
first
third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Prescott now. Able to hit his target lane. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They try the left side here with Williams. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Isaac to Slaw. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish push that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter play. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got right on the short throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a tight end candidate. I see this in the face. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Goff now looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
And that pickup of a first down going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take away. This one get away from them.
That'll be 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped for a minimal gain.
In motion, tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late, and there's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still second down.
First time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here. After that run, still a good here for this third down play. Can you envision them in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I'll turn it over to them. I'm ready.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. This defense here going to burn the second timeout. You can also factor in another timeout. Get with the clock stops at the 2-minute 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Defensively. So they'll be left with the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
26-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. He's going to have to protect the football at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not first down. To bring the finish to this one.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. The other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.